Today I want to talk about communication. I think in this world of texts and instant messages and all these things that we have, I think we feel like we really communicate a lot, right? We're always pinging somebody and communicating. But the question is, are we communicating well? And communication is so incredibly important because it allows you to be a great advocate for yourself. A great communicator is a great advocate for themselves and someone who can really get their point across and can really connect with people. So I just want you to think about your communication skills today and think about, when somebody calls you and instead of returning the call, do you send them a quick text, or do you shorten your emails and not really communicate? Do you often have confusion back and forth between people, between you and your boss, between you and your employees? I just want you to kind of think about that and think about how you might dial that back and change that and maybe go old school a little bit. So a few tips that I'm going to give you today. Number one, don't be afraid to use the telephone. It's really great to connect with people and hear their voice and get to know them. And don't be afraid to do video calls. I've actually started doing a lot of video calls because I now am meeting with people who are not in this city. And I often now am saying, can we do a video call? Because that face-to-face communication is still so critically important, that just facial expressions in your communication are really critical. So don't be afraid. Figure out how to do a Zoom call or a Google Hangout or a FaceTime and do those video calls. I think you'll see a distinct change in how people react to you and how people understand you, because so much of our communication is in our expression. And I would say that when in doubt, over communicate, especially to your boss, to your employees, to your coworkers, really making sure that people understand, because again, that is your best way to be your own advocate. If people really know what you want, what you're looking for, what your passions are, make sure that you are super clear and articulate about that. And lastly, I just think that make sure that when you reread your communication, I guess. And look, I'm guilty of this too. I read a text back, I'm like, ooh, didn't quite mean it that way. Or maybe autocorrect said something that I didn't want to. Or even an email, tone can be so important, and we can't always get tone. But there are ways to put tone into those things and make sure that your message comes across correctly. So just take a little time, because great communication is a direct link to your success. Have a great day.